Yungeen Ace just revealed exactly how Julio Foolio passed, however it ended really badly for him, as right after his explanation, it would then be reported, breaking, ATK rapper Yungeen Ace questioned by police over the recent Julio Foolio incident. Police take rapper in for questioning for his songs Do It and Game Over. More to come. Now, to understand his explanation of how Foolio truly passed, we first need to understand the new police reports of the incident, as it would go and read that Julio Foolio was born June 21st, 1998. The rapper was involved in an ambushing by rival street members Sunday in Tampa, Florida. What was supposed to be a celebration weekend for Julio Foolio's birthday ended up turning into the worst thing imaginable, all due to social media, as Julio Foolio would start his day off by renting out an Airbnb for the weekend, broadcasting it to his millions of followers on Instagram that he would end up hosting a pool party later on in the night, and if you want an invite, all you gotta do is ask for the address.
Hey, the pool party start today at 5, 6 o'clock. If you already got the address, pull up, man. You got the address, pull up. If you need the address, DM me right now. The pool party start at 5, 6 o'clock. DM me for the address or DM Foolio booking ESPN. I'm gonna put it right here. We just got here, bruh. You got to add it. You got to add it, man. Push up. We just got to this bit. Tampa, Florida, man. You already got to add it to the pool party. Push up at 5:30, man. Push up at 5:30, man. We finna get everything right. Push up at 5:30, 6 o'clock, man.
The party inside of the Airbnb only lasted 2 hours. Julio would even share what was going on inside of the party, having multiple Instagram stories showing off that there was drinks involved, extracurricular items, as well as a lot of women. There's even Instagram stories of the girls giggling, thinking everything is funny. Meanwhile, his ops on the other side of the Instagram was starting to already plan on running up on Julio Foolio, as this would begin to have his first mistake of the night for Foolio, showing millions of followers, including his ops, his every single move. Then only 1 hour later, the police would arrive to the Airbnb. Calling the landlord of the home, he would end up eventually kicking Julio Foolio and his entire crew out of the Florida crib, where Julio once again would go to his Instagram story, sharing his next move. This would be none other than a poster for a nearby club, telling everybody to pull up while also revealing the literal address of the club on the poster, almost as if he's trying to break the record on social media for the most locations dropped to his ops in one weekend. Then once he arrived to the club, he would post to his Instagram story again, sharing exactly where he was sitting inside of the club by literally recording himself saying where he is going.
We came deep for my birthday, man. Everybody coming up the stairs. No cap, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We deep as 20 deep. Lit everywhere we go.
This gave the ops plenty of time to get together, figure out a plan, and scope out the scene of where Julio's been at as he broadcasted it to millions of people. Taking action on this day of the 23rd of the month was very important to the ops, but more on that later. When Julio and his crew were all done at the club, they would gather into the parking lot while his manager had to figure out a place to stay, as they no longer had the Airbnb. He would end up scoping out a nearby Holiday Inn, located right down the street. Everyone would get into their vehicles and begin driving over. When arriving to the Holiday Inn, everyone got out of their vehicles and all stood around inside of the parking lot. Sources nearby would claim that everything was silent. This was, however, until 3 cars started speeding down the street, filled to the brim with street members that were all targeting Julio Foolio. A selected few was their main job was to locate Julio Foolio and what car he was in, and basically do you know what to him. This was a clear retaliation against Julio, especially with it being on the 23rd of the month, because Julio Foolio dropped his hit track titled When I See You, making fun of Yungeen Ace for losing his brothers, as in the lyrics, Julio rapped, "Went out to eat on his birthday, 4 hit, 3 pass in the worst way. He kept dissing on me, and now we hit in 23. Because now in the present day of 2024, those same ops retaliated on Julio's birthday, hitting a total of 4 people on the 23rd day of the month. Very similar to what Julio did against Yungeen Ace's crew, as Yungeen Ace would double down on all of this in his newest song where he would rap the lyrics, 4 in the car and 1 of them gone, 3 got hit, recreating Foolio's lyrics against him, further proving that it was a retaliation of Yungeen Ace's crew against Julio Foolio, as Yungeen Ace's right-hand man would shortly later post on his Instagram an old tweet from King Von, which reads, "Game over, we won, stupid." Now the story gets crazier from here, and it really makes you realize why Julio Foolio is targeted. It begins with an interview 1 month ago of Foolio speaking on the beef inside of Jacksonville, where he would reveal that there was supposed to be a song made between both groups to get together and stop the crime that's going on against each other.
On the record, y'all probably didn't know this. Even though I said what I said, bro, me and J.Breezy supposed to be doing a Stop the Violence song. We probably gonna get that shit in motion. So I'm gonna just get that shit out the way for the kids, for the youth and shit. And yeah, we gotta make this look better, man.
You and J.Breezy have a Stop the Violence record coming.
Yeah, that shit, it's talked about. I DM'd him about it. My big cousin wrote him about it too. He said he with it, I'm with it. But basically right now we trying to find a beat.
Making many believe that Julio Foolio thought everything was okay between both crews, which is why he may have had his guard down on his birthday weekend. Charleston White would even react to the passing of Julio Foolio that didn't sit well with a lot of Foolio fans.
And everybody saying, well, man, what you think about this? Well, all I'm gonna say is, man, that works hard to die. He earned this here. And goddamn it, should nobody be sad? Way that lived and talked gangster, should nobody be sad what did happen to Julio Foolio? One thing we know about it, he didn't go to heaven. Yeah, now one thing about it, he ain't in heaven. Nah, wait, that boy, he had all the time in the world to apologize to them people. He was going to the graveyard, rapping at the graveyard. Man, that was making people mama cry. It's some people relieved, wiping their forehead saying, "Oh Lord, thank you." And then there's some people crying, saying, "Oh, we gonna miss one leg, 1 foot."
But when you investigate further into why Charleston White reacted the way he did, you start to see the truth behind why Foolio was targeted, which is all based around Yungeen Ace's best friend, ATK Mitch, who sadly passed. In April of 2022, officers saw Julio Foolio driving a Dodge Durango with an illegal window tint. They would go on to pull Julio over to ask questions, when suddenly a prosecutor would show up and things got very odd. The prosecutor ended up searching Julio's vehicle illegally, and he would even tell the officers who he was. After hearing who Julio was, he was then taken into the cops' patrol car and he was questioned about the passing of ATK Mitch, Yungeen Ace's best friend.
Alright, so I ain't want to bring it up, I know you're gonna be upset. Mitch, there's some text I want to talk to you real quick about what happened to Mitch.
How long that's gonna take?
Not that long, depends on you. They're just gonna ask what you know about what happened.
Once he was taken into the car, Julio knew that he would be questioned and he was quickly taken in to be interrogated. However, he didn't budge.
All right, the reason why I'm here, I am lead on your friend's case. Who? You ain't have a friend who just recently got killed?
A lot of friends that,
Recently? Mitch?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm lead on that. I don't know how close you guys were. Can you kind of give me just run down on y'all relationship when y'all met? How long y'all been partners or whatever?
As the detectives started looking into who Foolio was and how ATK and Mitch and him would have known each other, he would then go on to ask where Foolio was at the time of the passing.
I used to come to my mama's house. I used to stay on the corner. He would come over there, service, support.
What type of work do you do? What type of
artist?
You're an artist. Okay. As far as Mitch go, what are you hearing?
Nah, really. I was in Miami when I heard the news, you know what I'm saying? I was down making music, and I saw posting on Instagram, Mitch, everybody, the whole Jacksonville, Mitch.
Now, the detectives at this point still had nothing on Julio, but they knew that he was involved in ATK Mitch's passing, so they tried fishing for any information that they could get from him. But Foolio continued to state that he didn't know anything.
Guys, if you may know or hear something, that'd be helpful as well. Because if you know his mom, you can sit up there and call his mom, then I'm pretty sure you would want her to have some answers as well.
My little brother, I don't know who did. I don't know. I ain't here. That's what I'm saying. You will never know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. No, I just heard they say little brother. I was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm in Miami at the time though.
You ain't tired of that, man?
Yeah. From none of this.
While Foolio shuts down any involvement in Mitch's passing, they would ask Julio why his music is so crime-related and why his lyrics are all based around crimes that happened in the Jacksonville area. They are starting to get frustrated that Julio is staying quiet.
Do you think that your music or your ways or the way you conduct yourself through your music had anything to do with him?
Nah, cause even before I was rapping, it was, you get what I'm saying? Like, you can't just say it's my music, that's why somebody, you get what I'm saying?
Okay, do you think it influenced someone or triggered someone, like the way y'all going back and forth with it? Do you feel that way?
Nah, a song can't make no do nothing, bro.
As Julio Foolio had an entire song based around ATK Mitch's passing, and Charleston White is extremely upset because ATK Mitch has an entire family. His mother would like to know what truly happened to her son, but Julio Foolio is still saying nothing, making many believe this is why Foolio was targeted to get retaliation for ATK Mitch.